Oh, hi! I need a drink. Oh, sorry. We're back to him. Alright. Now, if anything happens, I'd like you to let me know. Chat, I'd like you to let me know. Even though there's just one person, so I'm just gonna refer to you. So if it just stops working, please let me know, because I don't know. At one point I tried to share play and it said there was a blocked scene. So I was a bit nervous that if I try and stream it here, it won't work. So this is a test. Oh, there's two people. Hi, hello. Oh, I finished the game. Let's go from this one to do the test. Chapter. Start from class trial. Since this is only a test, we'll go gentle. So quiet. Gameplay and audio being broadcasted.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive an aisle and the killer. Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your...
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I... What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they've died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship. Okay. There.
Not at all. I already know what to do. Monokuma sounds like a sugar high. What do you do? Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Obviously.
Yeah, we know that part. And the murder took place in
the bathroom.
Is everything going well?
It seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the... She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka was... She must have been attacked in the main room. The killer.
that much should...
Right, now I'm going to fail on purpose because we know this is working. I've finished the game, by the way, so I know who the things are.
So what was used?
There was some kind of without a doubt.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Really?
How could anyone do something like that?
I kind of trapped myself. I have to go through the trial.
So what was used?
Unless...
To kill her.
Nope.
There was some kind of sharp without a doubt.
So the
Killer used some random...
No, that's wrong!
No. I do think it was a knife.
Huh? A kitchen...
Skip, skip, skip. Not at all. Make your argument. I love the music though.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder
weapon.
But where does that get us?
Kodo must have taken it from the kitchen. He did it in
Secret. When nobody was...
No, that's wrong. Can't wait to get me free.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
Next, you're gonna say you're
Yeah,
not the killer, right?
Go ahead,
Go
say what you want.
ahead and say it all you...
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night. We can skip all this. I'll start a new game, which is what we're going to do.
I got it!
Oh, Hangman's Gambit. I absolutely hate Hangman's Gambit, but we have to do it anyway. It's O! It's R! It's O? O! It's R! There we go. Failed. No, he didn't. We won. Because I wanted to get out of here. No. Game over. Thank you. That's a bit delayed, I'm pretty sure. Ah, Yamada. I forgot you're alive, right? New game. Let's go to Japanese. Why not? And let's see what it sounds like in Japanese, because I've heard it in English. We'll go kind. Oh, the first execution! Jin. Meanwhile, someone's getting executed and I'm just dancing to the music. Ba, 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 ba. Monokuma made him. Blast off! Perish. So once I get free, I'll be doing a blind playthrough. Cause I Jesus Christ. Welcome to Trigger Happy Havoc. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in the top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop in the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. I'm just skipping over this because it's just intro stuff. My name's Ricardo.
オーソドックスに自己紹介から始めたいと思う。僕の名前は苗木誠だ。
Let's see if I can understand any of this, because I know a bit of Japanese, but not much. Just a tiny bit, like minuscule. As you can see, I'm a hopelessly average high school student. I'm the ultimate lucky student. Hope's Peak only invites students who are truly elite in this field. It's such a popular topic there are threads online dedicated to talking about school attendees, so I prepared to I looked up some of those threads, and also we'll talk about ultimate students. So it takes time learning, so yeah. Sorry, Commander Zone. Let's see. I forgot Leon Kuwata? Ah, Junko Enoshima. Yes. I know her very well. Fucking Junko Enoshima. Mondo Awada. Ayo Asahina, Chihiro Fujisaki, yeah, Chihiro Fujisaki, Yasuhiro Kagakure. I wanted to do a Pride of Lions, Jesus Christ, that Kate ain't coming back. We recently heard you have been. I am the ultimate lucky student, and Nagito is best. Not Nagi. Naegi. Naegi. Makoto Naegi. Then everything got monokumified. Welcome to despair. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go with empty slot. Next one. Pretty normal for me to zonk off in class. Zonk. I don't need to know, I know how to play a game! I'll clean that up later. What's this on the desk? Let's leave. Oh, fine, I wanna leave! Oh, hey, look, the window's been boarded up. Wow, totally not weird. Totally not suspicious! It's a camera. Have you seen a camera, Naegi? Oh, yeah, the clock one. Yeah, it's only been an hour. Yeah, it's fine. It's only been an hour. Yeah, it's only been an hour, Makoto. Just don't worry about the rest. Let's get out of here. Main hall. Ah, my favorite place. Let me in! Let me in! Anyway.
So, 君たちも？
うん。今日、希望が峰学園に入学する予定の新入生だよ。
That's Chihiro.
これで15人ですか。
That's
響がいい
Yamada.
し、これで揃いましたかね。
I can tell that's even Yamada because of how it sounds. Ah. Can't wait for 4th chapter. What does Byakuya sound like? I have trouble pronouncing his name most of the time. Ah, Yasuhiro. Yep, I was right.
いいか行きたまえ。
はあ？そうだ。へへへ。
What does
どう
Toko
せ
want?
私の名前なんて深川東子よ。
She sounds depressed.
Hm. 何よ。何なのよ。そうに決まってるわ。どうせ。
It's so weird seeing Toko now, and seeing her in Ultra Despair Girls. Hi, your father was Prime Minister. I think. Also, he looks like Hajime to me. You can call me Taka. You said your name was Makoto, right? That's a good name, a strong name. You should thank your parents for giving you such an excellent name. To keep that name from losing its value, you must devote yourself to it every single day. Life is life is worth putting in every ounce of effort into it, right? Right. This guy's kind of annoying, yeah.
前園さやかです。
Hi.
これからよろしくお願いします。
In other words, don't get attached to me. The way she moves is positively mesmerizing, and that pleasant scent I can't quite place. Sayaka Manazono. When I saw her name in the front, I was pretty surprised. Leo Kuwata. Don't get attached to me too.
Aww. Yare yare. Yeah! なんだよ。ありえねえ。つうかさ、俺って。うっし。へへへへ。ぶっちゃけさ。
Also, I wonder if I can see, yeah. If you have a look at his shirt, sorry, it has a, circle. You can see it, yeah. Where there's a skull, and there's a crack going into the skull. It's probably referencing his execution. I'm gonna skip you because you're irritating. Yeah, who cares? Get out of here. Bye. Your voice is just high. Sorry, it doesn't fit your character. Jeepers. Die, Aggie. I'll leave the best to last. Actually, no, I'll leave the best for last.
どうも、はじめまして。
I knew it. That was Chihiro. Ultimate programmer. I kinda get embarrassed whenever I introduce myself like this. Anyway, I hope we can get along. Same here, nice to meet you. Huh? Maybe it's just my imagination, but have we met before? I don't think so. We just met for the first time, which is why I said nice to meet you. Yeah, good point. Sorry. You don't have to apologize for that. Oh, yeah.
Arigato. Enoshima Junko desu. Yoroshiku ne.
Attention! Yeah, sure. Yeah, if that really is your real name. They're like so photoshopped.
Ha? Anta.
Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with like computers and junk. So they aren't real. Oh, that's Makoto. Come on, don't act so surprised. You're gonna make me all depressed.
Maji.
Like, oh my god. Well, that's on the internet forever now. Oh well. Mondo! Aren't you nice? Ultimate Bike Gang Leader, what a long title.
Oh.
Kyoko Kirigiri.
名前はキリギリ京子。
She sounds cute. She's adorable. Ultimate blank blank blank. You remind me of a certain Shirogane. I wonder why.
Nani? 別に。
Ah, Byakuya. What does Sakura sound like?
Sakura だ。
Yeah, I know. That's exactly the same thing I did when I saw her. I'm like, is that a guy? Or is that a girl? The moment I said we got like that out loud is the day I get turned into a human meeple. But now I remember, she's completed into multiple martial arts talent bed. If you value your life, I'd order.
Oi. なるほど。
I'm not sure that's the same for me. Let's see what the idiot sounds like.
高倉康弘ってんだ。もしかするとリアルな話。だべ。
So wait, so in America, if that's the legal drinking age. Maybe, I don't know. What does Yasuhiro? Yeah, Hagakuri. He voices this character. Old Oh, he voices this one character from this old visual novel.
Huh?
Celestia Ludenberg. Was it Celestia, whatever her name was, whatever it was? Yeah, Yasuhiro. Well, that's your last name, but that doesn't matter. I'm gonna call you it. Screw you. I wonder. Here's a question. Here's a question. Out of Celestia Ludenberg and Yumiko Jabami, which one would win? From Yumiko Jabami from Kakaguri and Celestia Ludenberg from Danganronpa, who would win in a gambling game? That'd be quite interesting to see. That smile was beyond deceptive. I am. Let's see what Byakuya sounds like.
Togami Byakuya da.
Meh. That's the most half-assed intro I've ever heard.
Oi.
Wait, which one? Byakuya? Oh! Oh yeah, cause I know in the Japanese version of Danganronpa that they make a Persona code. Yeah, it's a good reference. When Monokuma first pops up and he makes a bear pun. And it's and then I think Celestia references Persona 4. Because the creator, apparently really likes Persona.
ありえなくね？ど
ういうことだ？何なのだ？は
あ。
ひょっとして。
まあまあ。だべ。
そっか。
なんだそりゃ。ぶっちゃけさ。
大丈夫、聞こえてるよね。
I can't really. I'll wait till we get to the gym. Get to the gym or perish.
Huh?
じゃあな。
ちょっと。
Hey, what are you doing? Just take it off like that.
もしかすっと。だべ。
Little do you know, Yasuhiro. No.
どうせやばいよ。でも
なるほど。
I want to skip. I low-key want to skip to the first trial. Jim's down this way. Can we have that conversation with Mazono here?
Oi. やばい。
おら！どういうつもりだ
Mondo, stop! No running! Bad! Ow! That hurt my ears. Why? What do you... Time for some I don't care. Let's talk to you. Well, let's go in. And here's... Oh.
Ooh.
おい、全員集まった？それじゃあそろそろ始めようか。
So is this the original dub? Not dub, but like original Japanese voice acting?
ぬいぐるみじゃないよ。
Oh, I prefer Monokuma!
君たちの。よろしくね。ほら。
I want to go back to the English version. I'm pretty sure that's the voice of I'm pretty sure that's the voice of Doraemon. The original one, at least.
Oh yeah.
まあ、しょうがないな。実は。
Since Monokuma is supposedly a... Since Monokuma is supposedly to be a parody of Japanese mascot Doraemon.
では。
なん。
If one person would have known another.
Boop, 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 boop.
Boop, 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 boop. Do you know if there's a way to skip to the main menu?
なんだそりゃ。は？何？
Oh, once we get the PDA. Never mind. I'm stupid.
Ora!
危ない。
なんな。
でも。
ほら。
Monokuma.
もちろん。
やばい。
うん。ぶっぽっじゃあ。じゃじゃ
Here we are. Give him. Gimme. I've got 2 of them now. Yeah, sure. We're all going to die! That's everyone's fault right now. Anyway, to survive daily life.
Ne.
引きたまえ。いいかね。
あ？
しかし。
バカ。
何よ。でも。いいですわね。じゃあ早速。
ざけんなこら。
しかし。
おう。
I want to skip to the classroom. That's the most fun. I'm gonna skip to the class trials. I'm gonna save and then skip to the class trials just to see if I can do them from memory.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Cause the class trials are the most fun. Let me, I wanna load game. Epilogue. We'll go over to English so you can hear the English things. Best results. I got an A. Let's try and top that. Start from class trial. Let's go. Oh, I haven't done mean before. Let's start with kind. I did it on gentle before. Oh yeah, my thing's still come over. Let's start. Now this one's easy because it's the first class trial.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Friendship penetrates? Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
It's cause one of them's missing.
Okay.
Mrs. Junko Entertainment.
Preamble. First up is the...
Nope. Here we go. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already. and the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Makoto.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Nope.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
I'm not skipping any of the voices because it's gotta be the English voices, and tell me if you haven't heard of it.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
It's called a knife.
That is the murder weapon.
It's called a knife, dumbass.
So the killer used some random knife they had.
No, that's wrong. That was a bit late, but whatever. Wee.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Ah, this is why I love Kyoko.
You really believe that?
Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. No.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody was in the dark.
No,
that's wrong.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right?
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier? Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, There's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly...
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time.
I hate to have to...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have...
Actually, no.
Just spit it out.
I stayed in Hina's room last.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos, which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, so...
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together?
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true!
Why didn't you say...
Well, because... they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery...
Bewildering?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Now I understand! That's right! There wasn't a single hair on the floor!
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room.
Yeah, then they ran after.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they...
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer... There was clear evidence left behind.
I got it!
Got it!
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it,
You still don't see? Let's take another look at how the incident...
Here you go.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yep.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yep.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yep.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
at that point, the killer had to
try and bust down the door.
Shit.
Shoot!
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran, and they got into the back. At that point, the kill... Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally...
No, you can't have locked it. Shit, no!
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the key.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
The incident took place. Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran, and they got into the back. At that point, the kill... Because Sayaka
had locked it.
No,
that's wrong.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it.
Then why didn't your bathroom door...
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup. True as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Crime took place inside. No, right.
I got it!
I was
Killer
thinking...
must not have realized that it was my room.
Yep, that's why I messed up. Because I was thinking of the
saying the
place.
culprit didn't even know where he was?
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you! God
okay,
damn it!
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide?
Well then, why don't we just vote?
Majority rules?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh! You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key.
I don't think so.
Then...
Negative! If you remember, Monica...
Fine. How about this? They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or...
No.
Oh! Trying to... Hello? Why exactly? Can't that be it?
Can I skip the fourth trial already?
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place. Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe...
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this. I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
No.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there.
So, Makoto,
No.
of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature.
But what?
The note was likely her way of... She must have slid it under their door to let them know...
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh?
Would you like... Very well then.
I kind of like the way she talks down to people.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yep,
But
that's
in the
good.
note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
No, that's wrong. Shit, no, that's correct.
Shoot! Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
But in the note, it specifically says... I see. Then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words...
Even if someone, they would not have any...
It certainly would seem that way.
No, you're right.
Sayaka and Makoto, but in the note, it specifically... I see. Then they would have gone...
Exactly. The room.
No,
that's wrong.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually...
Then, if someone did do what the note said... Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplate and the one who switched the names was...
Okay.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched. But why would she switch them in the first place? She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably
murder.
Whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broke right there where her wrist is all swollen. It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to. And there's some on her.
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see, I see.
Alright, then it's a...
Is this about the static? Oh, right. I need to learn about the static.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
A sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong. Here's the goddamn evidence.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched, see? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean...
Stop jumping ahead!
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife, hid it, then they took the knife and attacked. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then after they broke her wrist with...
Sorry, but I don't think...
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all. I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different! You smell like a big fat ugly donkey!
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means... the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right...
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you.
Sayaka wanted to...
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted, and by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the 11037, written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in...
Well, before we get to... Can we really be sure that
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree. What the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro, you're...
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course.
Oh!
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look, don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa! You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
I didn't see that!
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh my god.
Huh? You just shot past the clue?
So, who...
This one took me... This one was a bit hard for me.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the... If you turn the message, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a bunch of random squiggles that...
No, it's... She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a... I'm the killer?
If you're not the killer, then why did you...
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I got it! You mean... the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by...
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric...
Yeah, I mean...
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece,
You're right. That alone isn't enough.
Are you finally starting to understand?
Yeah. I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room. And obviously, you wouldn't be able to... You'd need the key to get in. And so the killer had to be whoever with... The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to
destroy the evidence.
No,
that's wrong.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the...
But if you can't get past the gate...
Yes, you could.
What is it, some kind of glass ball?
Actually, it was supposed to be a...
But how...
Divine with it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that...
Remember what you said before? Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the... Once they got in the incinerator going, all the...
Hey, come on!
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, if the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been...
Wait, no!
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least the pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw it. Could someone really...
That's right!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right?
Do you have any idea how...
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shepherd brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Makoto, go ahead and review the... And with that...
Listen to me!
Say what you want, Leon. Now here's what happened. The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went, from what we can tell, Sayaka and... She attacked them with the... But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Thought so, because I just thought it was...
Here's exactly what happened! During the... And that... The kill... So instead... And stabbed Sayaka. But with what's to keep the killer from... And with that... Was Sayaka dead, the kill... First, they took off their shirt. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any... Afterwards, they tried to burn the shirt, but the trash room was blocked off. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's... The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with... which then quickly... destroyed the final piece, but there was one... Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. Seeing the ball, you thought of...
So, Leon,
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theory without evidence. It's all bullshit.
Well then, I guess this Makoto. I believe... When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have...
I refuse to acknowledge you! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Where's your proof?
This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Yahoo!
Huh? Hey, hold on.
But...
You son of a bitch!
I didn't... So, that's what... None of you are any different! I was just... Hey! Come on!
Why? Why? No matter what happens, please always be there for me.
Ba-bum, ba-bum. Phew!
That's enough. Calm down.
Ba-bum, ba-bum. Yes, indeed.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second! Yeah, that's it.
Is that okay? Do you understand?
So, that's why...
Oh!
Huh? Unbelievable. Hey, Thrills, chills, kills!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now!
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Extreme!